Well, it's almost Halloween. You know what that means? Time for some zombie games. Ah, yes, zombie games. There are so many zombie games out there. Starting with the old school to today. There are so many of them, it's almost like an infestation. Yeah, sort of like what zombies are. An infestation. Everywhere you look, whether it's a whole game, an expansion, or even a cheat code. No matter where you look, there's always something that refers to zombies. It just takes over the whole entire gaming universe. And it's even taken over today, as we speak. So, let's not waste no time. Let's get down to it. Yeah, so obviously I'm only going to do the more modern day stuff. I know there's a lot of old school games like Zombies Ate My Neighbors, the old school Resident Evils from PlayStation 1. So let's just start out, without further ado, with the expansion packs. Starting with Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare Pack. I already played this expansion pack last year, but I didn't review it though. But you did see me play it and heard me talking and everything, so I did promise to review it. So now is the time to pay my respects. So, time to nut up or shut up, as they would say. Ah yes, Red Dead Redemption, the good old GTA clone made by Rockstar, the same company that did GTA. A Western style game, stealing horses, carriages, shooting, doing good missions for people, or doing criminal missions for the criminals. You get the point. But this game obviously goes in a little bit of a different direction. Despite the same controller layout, pulling up the horse by whistling, shooting, the map screen and everything, story mode goes as a simple zombie cliche. Only this time, this is probably the only time you'll ever see it in a Western style. But hey, it's worth seeing at least once in the game, isn't it? And I wasn't really sure where the continuity came in this game because John Marston's character is alive. And I did forget to mention when I reviewed Red Dead Redemption, the original game, that his character dies during the middle end of the game. And obviously he plays his son Jack Marston and pick up the rest of the game and finish it. And also that his son Jack and his wife get infected with the zombie plague, but he doesn't kill them as you can see in the cutscene, he just ties them up. So the gameplay is, you go out and try to find a cure, but go out and find that the West is going to a complete living hell. You first start out by doing missions, and it's very self-explanatory with the regular map screen. It establishes your basic gameplay, and then it seems like you're on your own. You have to basically figure it out for yourself. It's sort of like a survival guide, you know? You gotta figure it out for yourself and do things for yourself. Not a bad idea, but it gets a little bit irritating trying to figure out what you gotta do for the basic missions. Your weapon selection is pretty similar to the original game. The revolver, the double-barrel shotgun, repeaters, and obviously you're gonna need these a lot more than the first game because on the way you're gonna be, of course, encountering these flesh-eating suckers, as well as wolves and all kinds of other things that will try to stop you. You get your regular horse, save points, the works. But it's not like the game where you can easily find health in an open store to buy stuff. No. Your only currency is ammunition. You discover different secret towns that of course are infested by different waves of zombies, and of course you have to help fend them off. You can either go on foot and just fend them off yourself, but it can be very difficult. It's easier to just go on the rooftop unless you keep getting thrown off by these stupid flesh-eating suckers. Give them ammunition, give them a hand, either way you're helping them. And they come in different waves. Sort of reminds me of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Remember when you're fighting the gang wars? Except these are flesh-eating suckers that just want to eat your brains out. Now, of course, you are going to run out of ammunition eventually, and this is where it can get kind of annoying. And of course, you can actually loot the bodies of the zombies, but I find it kind of funny how zombies carry ammunition around when they don't even freaking use it. The women are, of course, the ones who never carry anything. The men always carry everything. So there's no point in looting them. But let me tell you, you're gonna need it. But there's also a different way to killing them. You get the torch. And why does it kill them? Well, apparently they don't like fire. Shooting them from a distance is kind of easy if you go for the head, but it's a lot
lot easier just to get up close to them, and then it's an instant kill for sure. Awesome cutscene right there. Even with the torch as well, you apparently bash their brains open or something. And speaking of fire, yup, you get Molotovs. Of course, every time you rid a town of flesh-eating zombies and you make it a safe zone, it will get attacked sooner or later. Once again, reminds me of the gang wars on San Andreas. I can't get that out of my head, I don't know why. But I don't want to get sidetracked, but yes, you gotta make sure you always protect them. And as well as that, you also get to go to these graveyards and burn corpses. Apparently that's supposed to help reverse the zombie curse, or I don't know. You just burn them and then zombies come out of the ground and try to kill you. You kill them, you burn more corpses, and apparently this ginormous zombie comes out, sort of like a juggernaut type thing, and tries to kill you. You kill him, you burn all the caskets, and there you go. You get a church or some kind of objective completed. So this is what your basic gameplay is. It does get a little repetitive when you do other missions like find a certain zombie for a movie director. And yeah, this game does take some sort of weird turns, and it definitely goes in a weird direction. Like finding 6 Sasquatches in the woods and shooting them, and finding a baby eating Bigfoot. I'm looking at a Bigfoot in a zombie game. Where does this tie in? And a unicorn? What? Okay, they're just screwing around, really. I mean, I wonder what Dookie Howser's reaction to Rockstar is on this.
I love you!
Okay, let's get on with it. But what's really cool is once you find these weird horses or unicorns, you actually get to keep them. Like a horse on fire. I'm literally riding a horse that's on fire. Where the hell do they come up with this stuff for a zombie game out of all things? Even the quick, easy transportation is weird too. What do you have in this game? Well, the ghost train? Yeah, that'll be something. Nope. You go inside any of the safe houses, you stand next to the bed, and that's your mean of transportation to another town. Yeah. I'm not kidding. Does it work like that in a movie? Or any movie? Or game? Does it work like that in reality? Let's try it. Magic bed? Take me to Florida. No? Take me to California. No? Take me to Australia. No? Doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that in reality. Where did they come up with that? Let's just get back to the game. As for the gameplay, it's not that difficult. Just finding your way around and figuring out what you gotta do for mission objectives can get annoying, but if you figure it out, it's kick-ass fun. The cutscenes are also pretty damn cool and terrifying, especially the first one. It's storming out, it's raining during the middle of the night when you're sleeping. Imagine seeing one of these little coming in your bedroom at night. Wow. That's crazy. The ending is just insane. You go inside this underground tunnel thing, and it can get really creepy. Fighting and fending off these waves of zombies one after another, it can get pretty hard. And once I beat the game, yeah, of course you reverse the curse, simple enough, and now I see where it plays a part in the continuity in the Red Dead Redemption series. Apparently, I guess this is a prequel to the first game, so I guess this is Red Dead Redemption 0? I don't know. But it seems to tribute the game now, and it makes sense because John Marston comes out of the grave. As I mentioned before, he dies in the first game. And then, as soon as you're done, and you still play after the game is over, he's actually a zombie. I'm playing as a zombie. Wow. I could tell they really had a lot of fun making this game. Only one thing missing, and that is getting the law after you. Nah, just kidding. It's a great expansion pack to a great game, and it has plenty of replay value offered with it. So, in my words, go play it, hombre. That is, unless you're too much of a yellow belly to handle the scary zombies in the West. So, my final verdict is, well, instead of doing Wii remotes, well, do something a little bit different. A zombie shotgun. Yep, so my final verdict is, rockin' zombie shotgun up. Yep. way, let's get to more expansion packs. Oh god, there's so many zombie expansion packs on these games. Call of Duty. Ah yes, the Nazi zombies. This was not only in Call of Duty World at War, but also, as I mentioned, in Black Ops. With Call of Duty World at War and Black Ops, I don't have every single expansion pack that you can download and add on. I downloaded a few on Black Ops, that is because I played this game a lot more. I haven't been playing World at War that much, so I didn't even bother downloading too much. But I did mention before, it's pretty addicting and fun. When I first played this, I had no idea what to do. But it's your basic typical zombie shooter. You get the gun, shoot the zombies, upgrade, get different weapons, rebuild the barriers, unlock different parts of the cabins. Yeah, it goes on, you get the point. But is there really an end to it? Well, not really. I've noticed people on the World at War version get up to like level 100.
Now, those are people who literally have way too much time on their hands. I mean, really. I think if I played for that long, got that far, I would be so deliriously bored out of my mind at that point. I mean, literally. I don't play for that long.
I mean, seriously, if I played for that long, I would be what you call a zombie. Literally. Anyway, Black Ops on the other hand, there's different types of zombie games. I downloaded a few of the expansions and you can check them out right here. Here's the first one that came with the game. It's the basic regular Nazi zombie type thing with the whole Nazi logo.
The voice acting is weird and freaky. Compared to the World at War version, you didn't get any of that, only on the expansion packs. And just like World at War, there's no friendly fire, so that means you can't harm the other player, and that's fine. The lobby music is some of the scariest shit I've ever heard.
Imagine playing this shit in the middle of the night when there's nobody home, with the lights out. I mean, if you're man enough, you would really try it. Otherwise, you'd be hiding under the covers. Anyway, yeah, it's basically just similar to the first one from World at War. Not much different, but more voice acting, and more zombies, and more weapons as well. If you're not used to the level, you can get really lost in here. To have a mission objective, I never really got further on in. I must mention once again that if you play alone, it's pointless. You have to play with other people. Otherwise, you're not going to make it that far. Unless you're just bored and looking for a good time. But I take it back. It gets boring playing alone. Because without friends, you can't get revived. Of course, your friends can revive you, or be selfish and not help you. And if you don't get revived within a certain amount of time, yeah, all you do is sit there and hold a handgun. If you have any good weapon, like, say, a shotgun, or a machine gun, or a flamethrower, the stuff you actually need to get further and progress on into the game, all you're left with is this crappy handgun that does absolutely nothing. And you also get points from rebuilding the barriers that they break. I thought at first that it would cost you points to rebuild the barrier. I mean, how much sense does that make? Well, if I have to keep doing this, then, well, I keep doing it then if it gets me points. But yeah, that's how you basically earn points. And of course, shoot the zombies. I mean, that's how you get farther, with a more advanced weapon. But getting back to that whole being knocked out thing, yeah. You're left with a crappy handgun for a certain amount of time, and then the screen goes more red, and then you start moving around, and then eventually if your ammo runs out as well, then that's it. You don't even get to do anything. You play spectator. You watch other players who are still alive. But really, who wants to play spectator? I mean, I might as well not even be playing the game. So if this happens to you, I mean, this can take up to several minutes to come back. Ugh, come on. Ugh, this is so boring. Finally, when you get back up, you notice that you don't have your original weapon that you bought. All your weapons and all your ammo that you bought, gone. You have to start all over. Isn't that great, right? I gotta start over. I mean, what happened to my weapon? Did the zombies eat it or something? So that's your basic Nazi zombie game. It's the same in just about every expansion, just with different surroundings.
Get over here!